Hi, Phyllis here from southernfrugal.com. Yesterday I made a German chocolate pound cake, and I was really going on and on in the video about the moistness of the cake. And now, to me, cake must be moist. I just do not like dry cake of any kind. So I strive to make everything very moist, and then I want to keep it moist. So I was showing y'all yesterday on the video how I put this in the cake container, and you know, for it to cool and the moisture forms and all that. So here's the cake, and I leave it out in the container overnight. Open that up. All right, now you can see my container is perfectly dry this morning because that moisture, because this is an airtight container, has gone all back into the cake and even around the edge to the icing. So now I want to freeze this cake. Now this is how much is gone. My husband had one piece, I had two, and now I'm going to freeze it. And you know, when you freeze it, it'll come out of the freezer just like you put it in, and all you have to do is put it in the microwave on defrost, and it'll be like it's just freshly made. So this morning I'm going to freeze that. Now I want to talk to you about the containers. Now this is a salad container, and it's from, I'd say I've had these a couple of years now. This is the larger one. This is the smaller one. Now y'all have seen these in the stores. And I'll have to tell you that this morning I searched around on the internet. I called several companies, and the main company that makes this particular one is out in California, and I talked with them. And of course they only sell it by the truckload. Can you imagine a truckload of these? And they go to the salad manufacturers out in California and wherever else. And of course that's what you get in the grocery store. Now this is the larger salad, and I'll have to tell you that this container is a little sturdier than this one, but I use both. And the reason I like them so well is because you can see right through them. I don't have to label one thing that I put in these and put in the freezer. Now, I freeze my grapes in these. I freeze everything in these. And I want to show you this little thing. And I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera or not. It probably isn't going to. But these have tiny, tiny little holes in them. They're just pinpoint. You can't even really see them. Well, once in a while you can see them. Like there's one. I don't know. Let's see if you can see it. No, you can't see it. But anyway, they have the tiniest little holes in them, and that lets, I guess, the moisture out from the salad. But they still freeze things very, very well. I've never frozen anything in them that didn't work. Okay, so what I do is freeze cakes, everything in them. And I like them, again, because you can see right through them. You don't have to label them. You know exactly what's in it because you can see it. So this morning, I'm going to freeze this pound cake. I'm going to leave us out just a couple of pieces, but I wanted to show you how I do that. So now the cake is very, very moist. I'm going to slice the cake in serving pieces. Lay it right down in the container. Let's see where you can see this. Got a little gnat in here this morning. We have gotten warmer temperatures here in South Carolina. The temperature today is probably going to be about 65, and I noticed a couple of days from now, it said, the weatherman last night said the temperature was going to be 79. All right. Now I'm going to take a piece of wax paper and put it over these three bottom pieces, and then just turn the piece the opposite way, put it right on top of the piece below, because they're kind of wedge shaped. Turn it around, put it down. See where the moisture soaked up in this? So good. I hope y'all will definitely try this cake. And it does freeze very, very well. All right, now I'm really not going to be able to get any more in this container. Maybe a couple more pieces. Yeah, got 2 more pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and put more wax paper on. And then turn turn the cake the opposite way so it sort of somewhat lays flat. And then because you've got the wax paper in there, when you take them out of the freezer, you don't really have to worry about them not coming apart or anything. Now I'm going to actually stand up a couple of pieces this way in this container. And the reason I like the container so much is because, let's see if I'll go this way. Yeah, this way. The containers stack very well and keep your freezer very, very neat. All right, now I'm just going to put a piece of wax paper right over the top of that. Get my hands wiped off, got a little icing on them. And then I'm just going to take the lid, and it just clamps right on this container. So, I guess what I'm really trying to tell you is the only way you can really get these containers is to buy a salad, but then you don't want to put these containers in the dishwasher because, or the microwave. The dishwasher and the microwave will both melt them. So we always just wash them by hand and stack them, you know, inside each other and store them up in the cabinet. And then there's the cake. See, I can see right in there and know exactly what's in this container. And now my freezer is the type freezer that has to be defrosted. So it doesn't have that fan in it. And I've never really frozen anything in these in a freezer that's frost free. That's what it is. So I would be cautious about that probably because it doesn't keep your food as cold. But what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of it in a container and freeze all of it but 2 pieces. And so this cake will be available to us for probably 2.5 to 3 months. And that's what prevents us from eating all the sweets, you know, because I would come back in and I'd probably have to have a piece of this cake every day until it was gone. But this way I can have different desserts in the freezer and then just take them out, you know, 1 or 2 at a time as we eat them. And I literally freeze everything. And the only thing I don't freeze is something that's got meringue on it, because the freezer turns meringue to leather. It really does. It just turns it to leather. So, but I don't make that many things that I put meringue on. But anything else, as long as it's cooked, it can go in the freezer. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this cake and get it packed away in a container, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've gotten the cake all sliced up and ready to go in the freezer. See how you can see right through the container? See through it on the bottom? Well, that side you just kind of see wax paper, but it keeps the cake very, very well. Now, here's my suggestion on it. When you buy salads at the grocery store, look for this type of container. Now, this is a large salad, so if you had a large family, you'd be buying this kind anyway. Save your container. And, I mean, if you had a salad a week or every couple of days, it wouldn't take you long to really get enough containers to use them as freezer containers. And I was trying to remember some of the things that I've used them for. When we buy pizza, like from our local pizza place, it's a Greek pizza restaurant. They make super good pizza. And of course we can't eat a whole pizza, and the best deal is to go ahead and buy the large one. So we go ahead and get the large one and we freeze the pieces in this, just separated with wax paper. So that works well. But I guess the thing I like most about it, well, 2 things I like about it. The containers, you can see through them, you don't have to label them, you know exactly what's in them, and they keep your freezer very neat because you can just open the door and see exactly what's there and know right where to grab it. If you use the regular freezer containers, they're kind of cloudy, you know, like the kind you get at Walmart, and you have to label them because you can't see through them. You can kind of guess what's in them, but mostly you can't really tell unless you label them. So that's why I super like these. And on my shelves, on one of my shelves, I can get 4 of these cartons stacked up. Now, one of the things I like about the containers, and I use this size to freeze grapes. I go ahead and get my grapes a bushel box at a time at the farmer's market. And as soon as I get them home, I just go ahead and put them in these containers and freeze them. I can just stack them all up. Because one of the shelves that I have in my freezer, you can stack them 4 high on the shelves. So, and see, they close up, the lids close up really nice. And so you want to look for the containers that have a lid like this. If you get the kind that are, I think they call them tamper-proof or whatever, they have that little zip top lid on it. Those work, but not nearly as good as the kind that has the lid that snaps on. Of course, when you buy them in the store, I think the security, they have a little plastic, you know, little rim around them to prevent people from opening the lid in the store. But anyway, this is what you're looking for. And this is actually called, you could actually pick the salad up and look underneath it. Let's see if I can read that. It's called Peninsula Packagings, and this particular container is a B9379, and I did look them up online. The ones they're selling now I think are a B9579 or some number like that. But anyway, down here it's got a www.penpack.com. I don't know if you can see that or not. You probably can't see. Anyway, you want to just pick the salad up and look underneath, then you'll know you've got the right container. And I'm not sure the company that, I guess several companies make salads to go in these type containers. So anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all and also show you that I do actually freeze my pound cake, and it works super well. All you have to do is take it out of the freezer, put it in a little sauce or whatever, put it in the microwave on defrost. You don't want to put it on high because it's going to melt the icing. But just barely on defrost, and then you're eating a piece of warm cake that tastes like you just made it. So, alright, I hope that helps y'all on the containers. You just can't buy these directly from the company. They only sell to manufacturers, and they sell them. One company I talked with sells them by the pallet, which is 3,000 to 7,000. And then the other company that they get them from sells them by the truckload. So there's no way you'd want that many, and you really can't buy them on the market. So the best thing to do is just go ahead and get the salads in these containers and save your container. Don't put it in the microwave and don't put it in the dishwasher. Just go ahead and wash it out by hand, and that's a little bit of a trouble, but it'll be worth it in the end, because these things, I've had these literally for several years now, and the bigger ones work great for like pizza, when you're freezing pizza, and I just put the slices down in, put wax paper over them, close them up, put them in the freezer, and 2 weeks later we can have that pizza again, because we only usually eat half of a pizza that we order. Alright, so I hope that helps y'all. Leave me some comments below, and tell me if you found other containers that you get for free or somewhat free to freeze stuff in, because I just think these work better than the actual freezer cartons that you buy specifically for the freezer. Now, I was looking, and y'all might want to check this out. The company, the brand name is Sistema. I'm see if wait a minute, I've got it written down. Yeah. You can get these at TJMAX. It's called Sistema, S-I-S-T-E-M-A. And they've got all kinds of little salad containers. Now, they're not clear like this, and that's kind of a drawback, because you want them clear so you can see what's in them. But they make all kinds of containers for people to carry their lunch, to work, or kids to carry their school lunch. And so they have places that you can put your little salad dressing right in the middle of them. Now, those would work great in the freezer, because they've got the little locks on each side. Now, I think they're $4 for one of those containers. Kind of expensive, but remember, they'll last for multiple years. So in the end, what you need to be looking for your freezer is something that's stackable, so that rather than in bags, because when you put your stuff in the freezer in bags, you can't get as much in. It just is, it's not a very orderly way to have stuff in your freezer. And I've done it all different ways, so believe me, this is much better, much neater. You can find the stuff you're looking for. Okay, I'm going on and on and on because I ate some of the chocolate icing as I was doing the video, so I'm like hyper. All right, we will see y'all next time. I hope this helps you.